When was the last time you visited your childhood neighborhood? What has changed? What buildings have faded and blossomed in its place? What is the new chapter? I grew up in the neighborhood of Boynton, the southernmost neighborhood in Detroit. Once made up of trading posts and ribbon farms, Boynton has evolved into an industrial neighborhood with its nearby plants, oil refinery, and salt mines. This is my neighborhood, and the neighborhood of my mother, and her mother, and her mother. This neighborhood is a mosaic of history and culture, and there's no better place to reflect on the past and future of this neighborhood than through a building that has stood here for a century, St. Andrew and St. Benedict Catholic Church. St. Andrew and St. Benedict was founded in 1924 by Slovak immigrants and dedicated to popular saints of Slovakia. The community was built brick by brick. Parishioners donated portions of their wages to donate stone and statues and their time to construction.
They were, doing the masonry work and everything else here themselves, and they were saying instead of buying the bread, they say, no, I'd rather buy the brick for this church. That's what they were telling us.
In them days, a lot of European people, Polish, Slovaks, Latvians, Ukrainians, and a lot of Eastern Europe people used to donate things to churches as gifts from their family. In 1945, she told me that she had to put a $5 deposit down. The statue cost just a little bit over $300, and that she made payments of $5 a month until it was paid off.
The Second Great Migration sent Black families north for new opportunities. Like the neighborhood, Black families began to attend the parish and send their children to the new Catholic school, at the time considered a better education.
And this integrated communities, and people got to know about each other. My grandmother made Polish dishes. Our priest loves greens.
By the 90s, the population of Boynton had plummeted as families moved out to avoid the pollution and crime that had increased in Southwest Detroit. And St. Andrew and St. Benedict was facing closure as parishioners began to dwindle. With the increase of policing and policy, the neighborhood improved, as did the parish, that stayed open for almost another 30 years. Investments have continued to pour into Boynton. St. Andrew and Benedict was one of those contributors. In 2013, SSAB sponsored the creation of the Perry Outreach Center. The center offers reading, music, and computer literacy classes, as well as a food pantry. The community also began to change again, with Hispanic families moving into the neighborhood. Growth requires constant metamorphosis, and this building echoes this sentiment. 100 years of adapting and serving a community through its highs and lows. And after 100 years, St. Andrew and St. Benedict will be closing its doors. But that isn't the end. This community hub is continuing its legacy through Starfish, a nonprofit with the goal of supporting families and children across Metro Detroit.
With St. Andrew and Benedict, and I think with other parishes or other churches, is that we can repurpose, finding new ways to create a new day.
After the death, comes the resurrection.
St. Andrew and St. Benedict is an ongoing love letter to the past and present of Boynton and its people, and how a singular building can be a mosaic of history and optimism for the future of a community.